Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode we completely laid a siege on the entirety of Team Aqua's secret hideout in the Lake City, all in the hopes of recapturing the submarine that had been stolen from Mr. Stern in Slateport City, and then modified to fit their needs in order to find the ancient Pokemon that's hiding in the depths of the seafloor cavern. Sadly, we were too slow due to Archie escaping once again with the help of his brotacular admin, Matt, giving him just enough time to escape with a modified submarine, leaving us with no current way to stop their plans, since, let's be honest here, we have no way of reaching the depths of the ocean at this current moment. With that being the case, our only other option is to continue our gym challenge of the Hoenn region. So, with that being said, it's truly time to take on the likes of the 7th gym of our journey, Moss Deep's very best and brightest stars, the psychic twins of double battles, Tate and Lisa. So honestly, with that being said, our trip into Moss Deep City now officially begins. Since, let's be honest here, double battle gyms are definitely far and few between. So honestly, with that being said, let's definitely make way for Moss Deep City's gym. Only thing is well, first things first is finding where it is, since, well, I'll be honest here, I didn't actually take a good look to make sure where it was beforehand. I'll be completely fair there. But honestly, there it is, okay. Got a little lost there for a second. Mostly, probably should have double-checked where it was, to be fair. Kind of my fault on that one. But honestly, with that being said, our journey into Moss Deep City really begins here, since our major milestone of this area is indeed the gym leaders. So here we go. Moss Deep City, Pokemon Gym. Leaders, Lisa and Tate. The Mystic Combination. And with that being said, the Mystic Combination is indeed right. So, with that being said, here we go. And honestly, first things first, so let's see what's going on with our buddy.
Yo, how's it going, to me, Spooks? The gym leaders here use psychic-type Pokemon. If you go against them with fighting or poison-type Pokemon, they'll do horrible damage to your Pokemon. They'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. If you want to win, you'll need to show them how tight you are with your Pokemon. Go for it.
Okay, go for it indeed. So with that being said, let's follow the psychic connections here, and follow those psychic links to exactly where our next destination is in this gym. So first things first, our first trainer. Battles hinge on the strength of your spirit. The weak-spirited will never win. Well, it depends. Depends on how strong your spirit is, Preston. So let's see what you got for us. Starting with the Kadabra. All very fitting, it is a very high Pokemon when it comes to psychic links. So, honestly, it makes a lot of sense. But honestly, we do have ourselves a Bug-type Pokemon, so we do have a Pokemon that can easily take on this gym. Well, 2 of them, actually. Since, well, Sableye, or Razor, is actually 2 of their weaknesses mixed into 1. Since he is a Dark-type and he's a Ghost-type Pokemon. So we have all 3 of the main psychic weaknesses. So we are more than ready, to be completely fair. But Quash, don't think that's going to be something we want, but I'm going to take a look at it. Let's see, your causes the user to move earlier next turn could be good when it comes to contest reasons. But honestly, user suppresses target, that's more of something we would use in a double battle. Technically, we are in a double battle gym, but it's not going to be that good, I'm going to be honest. So, no to Quash, would work with Prankster though. I must temper my spirit again. Well, you go do that, buddy. Because, honestly, I don't blame you on tempering your spirit after a loss like that. Anything else? The indecisive loss. That's my warning to you. Well, if you say so. But let's turn on our second little beam here and make up ourselves another path. So it looks like we need to follow the psychic paths here and find out where the next one leads. Looks like it's definitely taken us to another trainer though, so let's definitely be ready for another one. I can't get enough of the way you go floating up softly in this gym. Well, good for you. Honestly, it's pretty cool in my opinion, so I don't blame you. Psychic Joshua, what do you got for us? Another Kadabra. Surprising. Okay. Kinda surprised there's 2 Kadabra fights immediately back to back against each other. But he does have 2 Pokemon, so it's not like he's just running 1. So, honestly, definitely gonna go Fury Cutter, since it's our safest bet with the fact that we do double damage here. And with the fact that, well, Donatello does not have low attack. It's pretty high up there, for my opinion, for a Bug-type Pokemon before they got buffed. So, honestly, Donatello's pretty good. I wish the pre-nerfed Leech Life wasn't in this game, but Leech Life was buffed after this game, so Leech Life is not as good as it could be in this game, which if we did have access to that, Leech Life would be insanely good on Ninjask in this game, but sadly we don't have access to it. But honestly, not too bad. Level 41. Ooh, Swords Dance. Now that could be really, really interesting. Especially with the fact that, well, we already get speed boost, so if we had Swords Dance and the speed boost plus the Baton Pass, we would do pretty good with that, honestly. The only thing is surviving. That's where things get really dicey. But honestly, for contest reasons, I'm kind of curious. Gets the Pokemon pumped up, helps prevent nerves. Oh, that's actually not too bad, actually. Okay, that would be good in a contest. Although it's only 1 point, it gives us a bonus to 1 with we don't get nervous anymore, so we shouldn't be able to be flinched and lose points for a turn, I'm pretty sure. So, not too bad, honestly. We got ourselves some Medicham. Technically, it's going to cancel out our bug typing, technically, but we do have Aerial Ace here, so we can go for that instead. So, let's go the safe option and, well, go for the super effective hit. So, he's going Acupressure, though. That's going to raise his speed, though, but technically we got a speed boost as well. So he might not be faster than us, because this is a very, very, very fast Pokemon. So if you outspeed it, you have to be really fast, because Ninjask is insanely fast for a Pokemon, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense with the fact that, well, it is a really fast Pokemon with the fact that just look at its wings. It's moving really, really fast in wing territory when it comes to that kind of stuff. Takedown would be good, but honestly, strength is kind of needed, so we can't really get rid of it anyways, to be fair. Oh, wow, wait a minute. A very appealing move, but after using this move, the user is more easily startled. That would be really good in contests, but because we're not doing contests right now, we're going to give up on that. But that's going to be helpful later. If we need to use that move, it will definitely come in handy. And especially if we're, like, last in a turn, that'll give us a lot of points. For free, pretty much. Oops. I gave you a soft match, too. Well, honestly, it was kind of scary with the fact that you did Acupressure. I was thinking you were going to outspeed me, to be fair. But honestly, not too bad. We have a way back now, but honestly, definitely going to the right, since that's where we want to go. So, next trainer, here we are. Foo. Watch me levitate a Pokeball telekinetically. Roar. Sometimes I'm out of sync. Oh, sorry there, buddy. That's very unfortunate to hear. But honestly, Claydol. Ooh, okay. Ground Psychic. So, I think we're still good, though, when it comes to... He can't use his Ground-type moves, so we don't need to worry about Earthquake or any of that stuff. So the Psychic typing is the only thing we really need to worry about, but it could be scary because of what could happen. He's going Guard Split, though. Okay. So you're giving us your defenses, is basically what I'm pretty sure that that's doing. Let me double check. Okay, I'm not sure, actually. I'm not exactly... I think it is exactly what that is. We're giving defense for their defense or their attack for basically their stats for our stats, I think. If I remember correctly. It's not a move I use very often, if at all, so I'm gonna be honest. Don't know it off the top of my head. But down goes the Claydol without a major problem. Although Starmie is a fast Pokemon. So this Pokemon might actually, well, speed match us actually. But we do have the speed boost, which was just enough, honestly. And Starmie is more than likely down because of the fact that we used Fury Cutter a couple times already. But not too bad. Pretty interesting to see a Starmie in general, though, since it is a Psychic-type Pokemon. So it's pretty cool to see it, just in general. But my Pokemon battling skills are out of sync, too. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to make you feel like you're inadequate in this fight. A Pokeball was too heavy to lift, but this Dust Bunny... whoosh. No, I'm not cheating. I didn't blow on it. Honest? Sure, buddy. You definitely blew on it based on what you just told me. So, nice try. But honestly, yeah, you can't lie about that kind of stuff. Not in this situation. And honestly, it looks like we do have a couple areas we can go to right now. And a couple trainers still active on the field. I'm getting an ominous feeling about you. You are. Well, good, I guess. Hexmaniac Patricia has a Chimecho. Okay. Although that's more of a double battling Pokemon. I do actually enjoy Chimecho, to be fair. But I don't think it's gonna survive. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't have a lot of defense, if I'm remembering correctly. Or actually, wait, no, I think it does have good defenses, it just doesn't attack good. So, in essence, it's not bad, but it's more of a double battling Pokemon. So, if you were on a double battle, then yeah, you would definitely be good. But sorry, buddy, double Fury Cutter is more than enough to get you out of the field. Your safeguard didn't really help you, did it? But down you go. I knew I would lose. You're a bad omen. Bad omen, you say? Honestly, with the bad luck we've had with Archie and Team Aqua escaping us constantly, fair. Very, very fair, honestly. But what else from ya? I wonder if Lisa and Tate are okay. You think they're not okay? Interesting, coming from you, honestly. But, into the next area we go. Looks like we still got 2 more, well, trainers left to go through. Obviously, this guy on the left and the other Hexmaniac on the right area. Let me see your talents. Sure, you can look at our talent. But what do you got for us, Virgil? Kadabra. Okay. We know we have enough damage to take out a Kadabra on our own. Surprised they're not using Alakazam, to be fair. Because, honestly, they probably could if they wanted to. If you were able to raise the difficulty of this game, it probably would be an Alakazam, honestly, here. But kind of surprising they're not using one, because it's far enough into the game that it's fair enough for them to use Pokemon like Alakazam and stuff like that. But Girafarig, we should be perfectly fine here, because Girafarig's evolution isn't in this game, so we don't need to worry about that, since we already know how Farigiraf is in Scarlet and Violet, so honestly, sorry there, bud. But, this ain't Scarlet and Violet, so you ain't getting any free chances there. But down goes Virgil. You possess spectacular talents. Oh, thanks. I'll take it, I guess, as a compliment. But off we go to the next area. So far, so good. Looks like we're definitely going to want to make our way back to the beginning, though, since it looks like we need to make a little bit of a stop. Oh, wait a minute. How do we get to... I don't want to take on them yet, because I want to take on all the trainers, obviously. So how do we get over there? Because at the current moment, I don't see a way of getting there. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to leave the Hexmaniac over there, because I don't see a way to get over there. Okay, well, sorry there, one trainer. Usually it would go for every single trainer, but I would have to leave and redo the entire puzzle, which would be really unfortunate, I'm pretty sure. So, sorry there, but definitely not going to go head back all the way back. But I am going to definitely make sure we're completely ready for our double battle here, since we're definitely about to get into one. So let's go with our best possible Pokemon for, well, Psychic-type Gym, since we have our Bug-type for Donatello, and we have our Dark and Ghost types with Razor. So we should be more than ready here. So with that being said, let's get right on into it, and say hi to our double battling gym leaders here, since, well, honestly, this is a very nice sight with the fact that there's not many, and actually I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this is the only double battle gym in any Pokemon game, surprisingly. I don't know why, other than, obviously, Rhyme from Scarlet and Violet, but this is 2 separate trainers as 1 gym leader. So, honestly, going from there, yeah, definitely very interesting. But, actually, I don't know if Tate and Lisa are a brother and a sister or not. I think they are, actually. I think they are, actually. I think that's the case. I'm not entirely sure, but if that is more of the fact that, I forgot, like, their episode in the anime for when they were doing the Hoenn region back in the Pokemon anime, so I actually don't remember, actually. So, I'm gonna go brother and sister. If I'm wrong on the voices, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm just making sure to clear that up with you guys, since I honestly don't remember. But I'm pretty sure they are brother and sister, since in Pokemon, they usually, with the eyes, you can tell with the person if they're female or a male. So, by the fact that Lisa has a little eyelash piece, I'm pretty sure it is a brother and sister, so I am right on that, I'm pretty sure. So, here we go.
Were you surprised? Were you surprised? That there are 2 gym leaders. That there are 2 gym leaders. We're twins. We're twins.
Okay, well, honestly, very, very interesting indeed. And technically identical to that, if you really think about it, since if you look at both of their designs, they're very identical in design, so identical twins is pretty interesting as a gym leader fight.
We don't need to talk because... we can tell each tell what the other's thinking.
Interesting. Well, nice psychokinetic link between them, which is pretty cool.
Calling our blades. This combination of ours. Can you beat us?
Well, we'll definitely try. But here we go. Double Battle of the Ages against a double gym leader, which is very, very uncommon in Pokemon. And honestly, pretty cool though, too. I really do like that there is a double gym leader, since, honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done it again, honestly. But here you go. You're challenged by leaders Lisa and Tate, Lunatone and Solrock. They could have done it with Rhyme and Time in Scarlet and Violet if they really wanted to. Since we know that Time was the original gym leader of Montenevera in Scarlet and Violet. So they could have actually had them team up at some point and make it so you could do a double battle between the 2 of them. Would have been pretty cool, because we really didn't see them ever, like, at the same time, which was unfortunate. But they are both sisters, and, well, twins at that, honestly. So it's kind of surprising that they didn't do that, because it would have been cool, honestly. They could... This is before, you know, doing anything with the DLC stories and stuff like that, so they could have done it in the DLC stories. I'm just mentioning that because those aren't released yet for me personally right now, since some of these episodes that I do are recorded in advance, so I'm gonna be honest. DLC isn't out yet, so if it is the case of the DLC, please don't get on me on that, because it could possibly be in the DLC. But honestly, if it does happen, that'd be pretty cool. But Solrock and Lunatone, both rock psychics, so we do need to be careful with the rock typing. Solrock has fire type moves I can learn, so I think it'd be best if we get rid of Solrock first. So Will-O-Wisp would work with Prankster, but the thing is both of them are psychic type Pokemon, so they're not going to be needing to be messed with physically, so they're not going to be doing physical attacks on us, so Will-O-Wisp wouldn't be a good idea. So we're going to go for the straight-on attacks, getting hit with a Rock Slide. Donatello is, yeah, down for the counts. Unfortunate. I was thinking that our Razor was going to be able to attack first, but sadly that wasn't the case. But down goes Solrock, so 1 for 1. So, best case scenario, we at least got one of them down. So, I believe that would be Tate that's down, since I believe Lisa is along with the Lunatone. Although us being sleeping, is never a good thing, since I'm pretty sure you learned Dream Eater, so that's not the best case scenario for us. But let's go into Caesar, since Caesar can actually do something here, with the fact that you are a rock type. So Caesar, you do what you do best, bud, since we need you to go in and just do as much, grass type damage as possible. Going Calm Mind, though, so it's trying to set up in any way possible, but it might not work for him, because of the fact that, well, Lunatone might not be able to set up in time. So as long as we keep doing decent amount of damage here, before it can really do multiple hypnosises, or, well, try to go for another hypnosis there. Nice try, though, but down you go, Lunatone. So Lisa and Tate down without a hitch, honestly. Not too bad, since could have been really bad if we let them really get off with their, double teaming, since Calm Mind and Solrock's the more of the dangerous one, but because of the fact that we had Sableye, it kind of trivialized it a little bit, since these guys can actually hurt, if you're not ready for them, for sure.
Teamwork.
Teamwork indeed, and finally the more money than Archie for the first time in our game. That's nice. 10,000 Poké is never a bad thing. Can't be helped. You won.
So take this in recognition.
Recognition indeed. And that's the heart badge. I believe that's the name of the badge, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's see here. No, it's the mind badge. It looks like a heart, though. But the mind badge is now ours. And honestly, not too bad. We received the mind badge from Lisa and Tate's.
The mind badge has the power to make all Pokemon up to level 80, including those who received from other people. Obey ya.
It also enables Pokemon to use the HM move called Dive.
And take this too.
Calm Mind is now obtained. Although we kinda already have that with Gardevoir, but thanks.
Calm Mind.
Comes from relaxing your mind and concentrating.
Pokemon Special Attack and
Pokemon Special Defense.
Will be heightened by this move.
It's a perfect move for Psychic-type Pokemon.
Looks like the bond between you and your Pokemon is far stronger than the bond we share as twins. But you'll go on from here to form even more bonds. That's the future I see for you.
There may be harsh ideals ahead for you and your Pokemon, but that's alright. You and your Pokemon aren't alone. You have each other. That's why we want you to face whatever troubles may come your way. Head on, full of courage.
Full of courage indeed. But honestly, kind of curious, do you guys have anything else from you? Looks like repeating yourselves. Yep, basically, 100% repeating themselves. I wasn't sure, wanted to double check. No reason not to, right? But let's definitely say goodbye to our one friend real quick.
Wow, you're astounding. You're one great trainer.
Thank you, buddy. And off we go. But with that being said, something's really going on. But one more gym leader in between us and our goals. But something's definitely going on by the fact there's a giant green light coming from underneath the ground. Or, well, the water, I should say, the depths of the ocean. Oh, and there's our good old buddy Steven again. What? A pillar of light appeared from the sea. That direction, is that the direction of Route 128, where the seafloor cavern is, from what we were told? Whoa, dude. Seriously, dude. This is the end of the world. Skitty, don't worry, calm down. Oh, that's the lady that was next to the Pokemon Center. But, yeah, that doesn't look good. Oh, and there's Route 128, actually. Whoa. That was like a total shocker. That would be really scary, especially being right next to it. What the heck was that? That big fat pillar of light. It totally came out of here, didn't it? Yeah, it definitely did. And it looks like it definitely goes deeper, based on that little square there, in the middle of that area.
Spooks. I heard from little Liz on Tate that you visited their gym. I was thinking of trying to catch you while you were in the area, but then this happened. We should talk. Let's go to my place.
Okay, your place indeed. So take us on over there, Steven. Since every time we run into you, we know we got something major to be dealing with. So far and so forth with everything we've seen so far.
Oh yes, I suppose I should welcome you to my home. Please forgive the rather sparse decor. Now where to begin? Let us take a moment to understand what is happening to our world right now. That rumbling that shook the earth just now, the eardrum rupturing explosion we heard, they are proof that a seal which was long hidden deep on the sea has been undone at last. The super ancient Pokemon that has been sealed deep beneath Route 128. Since ancient times, it slept until now in the seafloor cavern, and that is exactly what we heard from not only the people on Mount Pyre, but from what we heard from, well, Stern, from on top of just everything we've heard so far. That definitely sounds to be the case. The entrance to that cavern was sealed by the power of a certain Pokemon, and all in an effort to keep any human or Pokemon from ever breaching it. But now it appears that the scheming of that terrible team has undone the seal. There is no doubt that they intend to revive the super ancient Pokemon, and once they do so, it seems they hope to make its power their own.
That is indeed the case from what we've heard.
Spooks. If that team obtains the power of the super ancient Pokemon, it will upset the balance of nature in this world. A crisis unlike any other, before it will befall every living thing on this planet. I plan to do everything in my power to quell this situation. That is my duty. But there is a limit to what I can do with my power alone. That is why I'm asking for your help. I have great faith in your abilities.
Well, thanks, Steven. That's really nice of you to say, honestly.
Lend me your strength to help put a halt to these teams' mad ambitions. With you and I, all Pokemon all working together, we will overcome this disastrous turn of events. I don't think it is out of the question. I will entrust you with this.
And there's our hidden move, Dive. So now we have access to the oceans. The depths of the oceans, indeed. So honestly, we'll take it.
If you use Dive, you will be able to dive to the ocean floor with your Pokemon, and take this so you can stay with your Pokemon even in the depths of the ocean.
The Devon Scuba Gear. Thank you, Steven. We'll take it. Because anything we can get, honestly, is going to help us in the near future.
If you were to use Dive in the correct stretch of water along Route 128, I believe you should be able to reach the entrance to the seafloor cavern. I will join you when I finish my duties. Please do what you can to stop Team Aqua and Team Magma until then. I am trusting you to do this for me.
Okay, Steven. We'll definitely do so. But honestly, with that being said, we're definitely heading over there, since that's definitely our next, definitely where we want to go next, for sure. If you were... Oh wait, he's basically repeating himself. I wasn't sure. I don't know why I read that in my normal voice either. But yeah, that's definitely where we want to go. But honestly, with that being said, first things first is getting there. That's the real situation there. So honestly, let's definitely heal up our Pokemon first and foremost, since we definitely want to go about doing so. But with that being said, now that we got a fresh heal on all of our team, well, first things first is heading out into the ocean and preparing for the excursion out to the depths of the ocean to find Route 128. Since I believe we're a little bit away from it, but pretty much over here, pretty much is where we're going. So, Route 128, obviously we have Route 126 and 27 in between us and our goal. And then, well, we still have all this over here. We haven't even done anything to do with this little stretch of land there. But honestly, not too bad. So now that we have access to quite a lot of things, honestly, first things first is figuring out where we want to go first. Since Route 128 is where we want to go, but we don't have to immediately go there if we don't want to. Which, we will be making our way over there, obviously. But, I actually kind of want to go one other place first, since it's on the way there. So, might as well, right? So, if there's something in our way that might lead us to where we want to go, we might as well take it, right? So, honestly, let's just follow the ocean, and let's go straight to the very first place we can go to, since... Oh, hello. Did not expect a trainer there, honestly. Don't let me in, but those swimmers we athletes have come to battle. Well, if you say so. But, we got a triathlete Denzel. Okay, so not a normal swimmer, a triathlete. Okay, makes sense. Well, you're not a normal swimmer since you're doing multiple different things as a triathlete. But, we got a fairy water type. I forgot the weaknesses of fairy type. I think bug is one of them, actually. I'm not entirely sure. No, definitely not. It's steel. Steel and poison. But, okay. Water doesn't heavily affect us for a rain dance. But honestly, what would we want to do here? Since there's not many options here, I'm gonna say let's swap into Jane. Jane's a pretty safe swap in, especially with an Azumarill. Since Azumarill is a pretty tanky Pokemon on its own, but, it shouldn't hurt us to the point like we just saw. We didn't take too much damage. So let's go Giga Impact. It should be, yeah, more than enough to knock down an Azumarill. Sorry there, buddy. But, thankfully we had just enough power to slam right through your defenses. You got level 43 for Donatello and 45 for Osborne. Not too bad. Will I go down in the sea? Well, definitely is going to be the case, because you just went down, buddy. Sorry. Anything else from you, though? The triathlon is known as the sport of Iron Men. In order to win out in this cruel battle, training with Pokemon is indispensable. Makes sense. But honestly, with that being said, now that we're... Oh wait, we didn't throw on dive yet. Should probably do that real quick. Would probably be a good idea. So let's definitely go about and throw dive into Osborne real quick, since that is definitely something we want to do. Although we are losing access to something for the time being. I'm going to say because of the fact that we're going to be dealing with Team Aqua, we can give up Bulldoze for now, because I can relearn Bulldoze. So I'm going to give Dive over Bulldoze for now. Although Osborne is running with 3 HMs right now, we don't need to really worry about that. As long as we can, survive long enough with, the fact that we have to use a double water move now, honestly, we should be fine. But, honestly, into the ocean we go with our new scuba gear, since, we're definitely going to need to be in the ocean to do what we're going to be wanting to do. So honestly, now that we're on the ocean here, also, nice to see some love disc, but, no way of getting ourselves a free, scale from them. If we want to be able to relearn moves, we need to catch a couple of those, but I'll do that in between episodes. I think that's a Chimecho. Or, not Chimecho, Chinchou. Pretty sure, but I need to... Yeah, that's 100% one based on the light. No, it's a lantern, actually. Evolution of it, but that's pretty cool. But honestly, let's go over here, since there's no reason to not go to Sutopolis first. So we can, one, make sure we have it later, so we'll be able to fly back and forth from here without having to use dive to get here. So, it's not a bad idea, but it does open us up to being able to get here pretty easily. I do believe there is another reason for us to be here, actually. I think this is where we should be able to get ourselves, I believe, Sableye Megastone, I believe. I'm not 100% though. I'm trying to think if that is the case. Because I'm pretty sure it's in a cave. I just don't know which cave. So, honestly, we might as well be here, right? So, since we do have the access to here, we might as well take a small look around, since I might be right in that assumption. Since, well, there's only so many places that I would think a Sableye Megastone would possibly be. And while there's definitely going to be one here at some place, since, honestly, this is where the final gym leader is. Although we're not going anywhere near the final gym leader yet. But honestly, while we're here, we might as well read about the area. Sootopolis, the mystical city where history slumbers. And that is definitely true. History definitely slumbers here, in more ways than one. But honestly, a pretty cool place, and also, here's the gym if you guys are wondering. But we're definitely not heading there yet, because, we're not ready for that one yet. I think we need to be like level 50-ish. And it would be a little early to go to that gym at this moment. So, would be probably smart to not immediately go and face against our 8th gym leader. Plus, for story reasons and episode reasons, it would probably be better to wait on that, to be fair. But honestly, I think we should be able to find something along the lines of right around here. And I was right. I wasn't sure if I was right, though. I was thinking it was either going to be Sableye or Sableye, or it was going to be... trying to think of what other Pokemon it could have been. It was either that... It was definitely not Gardevoir, but I was thinking between Sableye and... I think... no, it can't be Manectrite because I think that's in Mauville. I'm trying to think of what Pokemon it could possibly be that I'm thinking of. But, yeah, definitely not too bad. We'll definitely take it. So that immediately gets us our Mega Sableye, which is pretty cool. And honestly, we might as well throw that on right immediately. No reason not to, right? Since Mega Evolution is definitely not a bad thing. Ooh, no, don't throw that. That is a kind of a scary interaction that even give you discard there. I'm going to be honest. But there it is. Sableye Knights, one of a variety of mysterious Megastones. Have Sableye hold it, and this stone will enable it to Mega Evolve during battle. And honestly, swap out the black glasses, since black glasses aren't really being used, and immediately give us ourselves a Mega Sableye, which is pretty cool, honestly, since, like I said, Mega Pokemon are pretty cool, and, well, if we're going to be talking about Mega Evolution and being able to use it, well, we only have 3 games we could possibly use it in, so might as well use it as much as we possibly can, right? And make complete, use of what we have available to us, since, well, like I said before, there's not many games with it, so, honestly, being able to use it is probably going to be, one and done, honestly. So, might as well make sure we can get as much as we can out of it. Since X and Y, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games are really the only games at the current moment of when this is being recorded that Mega Evolution even exists. Since it's not Scarlet and Violet, and it's not in Sword and Shield. So, honestly, definitely gonna say, if it does come back in the future, I'm all for it, because I really liked Mega Evolution, since I felt like it helped out Pokemon that drastically needed it. So with that being said, now that we have that situated, it's definitely time to start making way towards our next major destination, being Route 128. So honestly, with that being said, off we go. And honestly, I actually might go back for that trainer. But, ooh, Tentacool. Honestly, don't really need to worry about Tentacool here. And it's also 15 levels underneath us. Gonna be decently hard to catch the thing because we can't really lower its HP. But let's fight you, actually. I feel like I'm losing my edge, just drifting along with the waves. If you say so. Okay, Ace Trainer. Mr. Leopold. You have yourself a Vibrava, though. Not a bad Pokemon. I know exactly what evolutionary line that Pokemon's in because I love the Trapinch line. But, definitely gonna say, first things first, we're actually gonna use our Prankster first. So, let's go Will-O-Wisp. Let's give him a free burn. No reason not to. So, might as well go for it. and then we get hit with the bug buzz, but that's not a major problem, since that shouldn't really hurt us. But now that he's burned, we are in a very good situation now. So, we set up our Mega Evolution, and honestly, we go straight into the Shadow Claw, since, honestly, no reason not to use our Mega Evolution immediately, since we just unlocked it. And honestly, Mega Sableye is a pretty cool Mega Evolution, honestly. Although it's still just a normal Sableye at the end of the day, honestly, it's a kind of evolved Sableye at the same time. It's like a Sableye if he could actually evolve. So, honestly, pretty cool. Although, it is Mega Evolution, so it's still technically evolution. But if it was a normal evolution, this would be what he would look like. But it's definitely pretty cool. Going straight to a Rhydon, though. Okay. Evolved from a Rhyhorn, but not fully evolved. Going to Will-O-Wisp because of the fact that this thing is a physical Pokemon, so let's half its attack completely. Going Drill Run, not too bad. It does have capabilities of going for one-hit KO moves, if it has the moves, that is. So we do need to be careful on that front. But honestly, Shadow Claw for you, not a lot of damage, but he is going for another Drill Run. If he keeps going for those, we're perfectly fine. We have defense for days, and he also is burned, so we should be fine. I'm pretty sure we have like double defense. Yeah, double defenses. I remember that being the case for Mega Sableye, because this is one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. Or actually, I think it is, actually, if I really think about it. And honestly, yeah, it's been so long since I've been able to, interact with Mega Evolution, but that is indeed true. That is my favorite Mega Evolution Pokemon, since this was the one I actually got the most use out of. It was my very first, actual competitive Mega Evolution Pokemon that I ever trained. So, if that says anything, yeah, it's definitely true. But down you go, buddy. Losing doesn't bother me. Well, good for you, honestly. It wouldn't bother me either, but we need to win if we want to be saving the world, so honestly, probably best if we don't lose, personally. But for you, honestly, it doesn't really matter for you since you're not having to worry about stuff like that. But honestly, further and further we go in, since closer we get to our destination, this being exactly where the beam of light came out of, well, the better for us in the end. But into the ominous depths we go, since this is definitely where we want to be, if we want to be dealing with, well, there's a Corsola. Actually, kind of sad if you really think about it, because, back here, well, in this game, this is originally, the games where Corsola didn't have an evolution, being Corsola, so, honestly, kind of, interesting to see Corsola after the fact that it did get its own, evolution in the future. But honestly, kind of sad that it doesn't have one at this point in the game, obviously, but here it is, the Seafloor Cavern, our next major destination. And honestly, with that being said, we're getting closer and closer to really preparing for the end game of this game, because, well, Seafloor Cavern is a start towards the end game. I'll definitely have to say that one. And there it is, the Submarine Explorer 1 is painted on the hull. It seems to be the submarine Team Aqua stole from the shipyard in Slateport. And yep, that is indeed the case. So, with that being said, honestly, this is where we're going to be ending off today's episode. Since, let's be honest here, with the fact that we are now in a major destination, I believe this would be better off saved for the next episode. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and honestly, in the next episode, we will be making our way into the Seafloor Cavern, where Team Aqua is definitely lurking in the deeper depths of, and the ancient Pokemon is sure to be resting in. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.